good afternoon and welcome to Silverstone, the home of British motor racing. And we're here for, Chris and I are here for 6 days in our motorhome, and weather's supposed to be really good. At the moment we're on a big camp field, of which there's many. There is our motorhome. So we only half filled it when we left home, and Chris has had to carry a water butt from up there, of which he'll probably have to do quite a few times because I'm not very conservative with water. So there's Chris. At the moment he's putting up a gazebo. We're waiting for family members to turn up, so we'll wait for them. They're here. I think they're joining us from tomorrow. We've come down a day early to everybody else, so we're just pinching the next plot of land next to us. We have been allocated certain spaces, of which now we've all taken over the next pitch to us so that we can stay together as a family unit. They have tried splitting us up and keeping motorhomes and caravans in one place and tenting in another. I suppose they're trying to keep it looking presentable from overhead when they do the filming for the Grand Prix, but there's no controlling them and we'll just do our own thing anyway. So toilets, like I said, facilities, all good, all really clean. God knows what they'll be like on Sunday. That'll be fun. God, there's that much blue loo in there at the moment. You could, honestly, you could turn Thames blue, which would be better than what it is now, which is brown. Anyway, I shall say goodbye for now. There'll be plenty more filming. It's not often I get hold of the camera, you know that. And I just thought I'd do my little bit. And it beats setting up that windy gazebo. He did ask me to fill the water up, of which I said that wasn't my job. So we have to bear in mind I'm not normally here, so as far as I'm concerned, my job's just watching things.
Hello everyone. Well,
Hi.
I'm sure Sarah's already explained where we are. We're here for the British Grand Prix again. What she didn't explain is that we're actually on the Marshal's campsite. So I'm fortunate enough to be a start line and pit marshal. Have done this for 40 odd years, 45 years this is. And yeah, she quite rightly pointed out that we came here for our honeymoon. It was actually Brands Hatch that actually in 1980.
80 what?
1984. 84. And yeah, nearly got that wrong, didn't I?
You did.
So yeah, we're back here, 40th wedding anniversary. Sarah's come down for the Grand Prix weekend. So
Oh, lucky girl.
I can treat a girl properly, me, you know. Yeah, so being a marshal is it's great because it gets me in some fantastic places. I actually work in the F1 pit lane. I'm the assistant chief start line marshal, so I get on the grid, hang around with all the cars and stars and drivers. Fabulous place to be, but really frustrating because I can't take photographs. So as much as I'd love to take you guys for a wander up and down the F1 paddock, into the pit lane and even onto the grid, the ultimate shot of course was if I hid this camera inside my pocket. I actually do the green flag at the back of the grid to start the race. I'd love to have the camera rolling when I do that, but I think if I was caught, that would be the last time I ever get invited. So we'll probably leave that one for another few years when I've decided I've had enough. But for the time being, no, I'll try and get some discreet images or whatever, but it's really...
Well, you're not taking that because I'm taking that.
No, Sarah's having this weekend, so yeah, you'll have her rambling on at you and showing you around. We're just having a little wander opposite, on the outside of the circuit, opposite what was the start line. It's now, it's not the start line. They moved it a few years back. But Sarah and I were just chatting about how things have changed when we used to come here back in the 80s. Be able to wander in the circuit. Well, we were actually camped in the circuit. Once we were in, the marshals were all in the centre, so we could wander around at leisure and chat to the teams and the drivers that were hanging around. But now it has been for quite a few years now. It's all completely different. We're outside, security's manic, we've no real freedom of movement. But I suppose that's progress and security. There's enough I don't know, idiots out there that could cause problems, so they've got to be careful. Hey Sarah, have you seen that? That's a pain, isn't it? And yet another fairly recent addition at Silverstone Circuit, in the Maggots Beckett's complex. They've built some property, some accommodation. I did have a look one year to see what the kind of price was, but check these out now. They're almost finished. Great view of the circuit. I guess you've got access to these all year round. You must have. I wonder if people rent them out for Grand Prix weekend. They'll get an absolute fortune. You might even there might even be some F1 drivers in there. So I just had a quick look on Google, and if you've got a spare, what do we say, 1.65?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.65 million. You can have your own
Trackside apartment.
Trackside property.
I bet that's cheaper, that one there. It's behind them all. Chris, it's raining.
That one there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple at the back, aren't there? They'll be cheaper. Morning. Fabulous. That's brilliant, this. Fantastic. Breakfast?
Breakfast, yeah.
Superb. Have a good weekend. That's new, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Lego Academy. It's not open yet, is it? It opens tomorrow.
An old Senna car built out of Lego.
All right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at even the tyres. Look at the tyres.
Oh, they're still putting it together, aren't they?
There's paint on them.
That's mega.
No, I think it's cleaning
It is good, isn't it?
We had a good wander around looking at the stalls being set up prior to the Grand Prix weekend, and what we didn't realise is that my daughter had been in touch with Radio X, where Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri were being interviewed by Chris Moyles, and made a special mention to all the marshals, myself included. Have a listen.
Right, final bit before we get into a song then. Good morning, everybody, especially Lando and Oscar, who are our guests today, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Please can you say good morning to the Orange Army making their way to Silverstone today for their 3 days volunteering to keep the Formula One going. Without race marshals, there would be no racing.
Very true, isn't it?
My dad, Chris, has been a start line marshal for over 40 years.
Wow.
For the Formula One, and is now Deputy Chief Start Line Marshal.
Well,
That's really impressive. Very good. Good work.
40 years and is Deputy Chief. What does he have to do to be Chief
His
Start
boss
Line
has done
Marshal?
42 years, that's the problem.
Anyway, Chris Southcombe, well done to you, and have a great weekend at Silverstone. Deputy Chief Start Line Marshal. And that's from Bex in Newport in Shropshire. Well done to you.
you drive that? Yeah. Mainly. So somebody else gets in it. Does somebody else drive it as well? Another. No, because I'd be dead miffed if they did. Yeah, yeah.
Is that kangaroo division, Sarah, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Boot through these two, and got a sash that goes round you.
Yeah.
And you just.
It's still heavy. Why can't they come up with something a bit lighter for you?
I know, yeah.
In this day and age.
Yeah, definitely,
You know,
yeah.
like
Just made out of
3D
plastic would
printed.
be great.
that way is an absolute.
Forward, and then it's just.
Not gonna kill his pizza. No.
Favour.
You never heard that.
So nobody's moved away with it.
No.
Yeah, hold it in there. Got forward. Have so, don't have your
No.
hand up here.
Oh,
So where's your
Just a
sight? Your
sort of
sights through
shoulder
there.
job, eh?
Normally flip up there as well
Yeah,
with
so
it.
that got broken by a load of kids yesterday.
Oh, wonderful. There's a little bit of a kick there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
we round him, it'll be.
There we go. It's not bad, isn't it? 90 quid for a t-shirt. Jesus. That's 70 for that one. It's a bit salty, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong, it was nice to see someone else win other than Hamilton by the 8 times.
See this one's Harry. Fancy one of those?
No, I'd need to lie down.
Not bothering. You had too many last night, didn't you? All right.
They're too healthy.
Oh, we don't do running, so we'll have a pint. Now, get ready to get spanked. They know how to charge. I was just saying.
£9.50.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm all right, thanks. Do you want a bread? I was saying one year there was a McDonald's franchise here as well.
Bloody hell,
All
I bet
set
that
up
were-
full McDonald's. Right, one blood orange and yuzu refresher coming up. Give that a try. You want cherry Bakewell to go with it?
No.
No, not bothered.
I don't like the prices.
You love the cherry Bakewell, but not the prices.
No. I mean, I could get a whole box at Tesco.
True. Right, let's pay for this.
That's nice.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I've
So-
ever paid to go to a Grand Prix was I went to Spain a few times, and this was in the years before there was any Spanish drivers, before Fernando Alonso, and we'd stay at La Rambla. It was always a bank holiday
Very
weekend,
young.
end of May. We'd
It's a long time
fly
ago.
in. It is a long time ago. We'd fly in and get a cheap B&B on La Ramblas, get the metro to Montmello, walk to the circuit half an hour before the race, and just literally walk in. There was no crowds, and it was so easy. You couldn't do that now. Bonkers. I'm just going to spin the camera around. So this is Luffield Corner that we're at. So Luffield Corner used to be the final corner of or Luffield and Woodcote. Used to be the final part of the
Fall over your
circuit.
feet.
That's the entrance there to the old pit lane, the national pit lane, and that used to be the start line until they built the new wing building. I guess about 10 years ago, and moved everything down there. You can see the BRDC building there, the British Racing Drivers Club, and they're on one of their grandstands, private
When I
grandstand.
came, that was just a square box. It was red.
It was. Yeah, it's all changed.
So all these seats have
Yep,
all got roofs in,
yep.
apart from the one I've got
Apart from-
tickets for.
Apart from the free grandstand that you've got.
Watch it rain.
Some people are just never happy, are they? Free grandstand on a prime spot, and she's whinging because there's no roof.
It is a good spot,
It
actually.
is a good spot. We're
Is
using
that it?
Aston Martin this weekend.
And something else.
No, it's a medical car.
All right.
Safety car and medical car. Slow it down. those safety cars and medical cars, don't they?
Medical car sounded good.
But those with the Aston Martin, that's obviously what they're using this year. It always used to be Mercedes. It was Mercedes at every event, but last year they started sort of sharing it. One weekend it'll be Aston Martin, the other one it'll be Mercedes. So if you follow Formula One, just let us know in the comments which is your favourite. Do you prefer the AMG Mercedes or the nice new Aston Martins? So this is the volunteers campsite, and it's pretty damn full now, as it should be Thursday afternoon. All the marshals, all the volunteers, everyone needs to be signed on in about an hour. So if you're not here, you're going to miss out. But as you can see, it's pretty hefty. Last year they put us in a smaller field, which was a complete disaster.
Tequila! Oh, you got a goal!
Good enough, half of them. Good enough.
Right, I need a worm. Anyone got a worm?
Hi, good morning everyone. Well, day 2, Saturday, and we had the mother of all storms last night. Wow, the rain didn't half come down. 3:30, it's lashing. But anyway, it seems to have stopped for now. So just going to make my way into the F1 paddock, and which obviously means I've got to stop filming. But let me just show you the wing, the bottom end of the wing. I can show you this. One second. Yep, cheers. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. So that's the media pen. That's where all the drivers get interviewed after the sessions. And we'll just make our way up here behind some of the garages, past the FIA building. I'd like to have shown you some of the hospitality units, but I'm just not going to risk walking down there with the camera. In the FIA, and there's Williams. And that's my office for the day. Not a bad place to be, is it?
Well, I'm currently sat here. I'm going absolutely nowhere. I've tidied the van. I've been for a shower. And on the weather forecast, it says that. Only apologise that I haven't recorded anything for the last couple of days. I took you up into a grandstand seat that I'd been given when we first arrived for practice 1, I think it was. I have wandered up there a couple of times to be met with more rain. So getting the camera out and actually filming anything, I didn't want to ruin the camera for one. And I was feeling sorry for myself because every time I went out I got like a brown rat. So I haven't taken you out, and I still haven't taken you out because we're sat in here still. So I will take you along. Hi, welcome back. Like I said, I'll probably go across to the circuit after the rain had passed over. Well, the rain's here.
But it's like got a gimbal on it, so it keeps it flat. That looks awesome, doesn't it?
So you can turn it round.
Selfie mode. How good is that? I need to get me one of them.
There is.
Was it DJI?
Yeah, so if you tip it, it'll stay with it. The head will stay with it.
How smooth it is. Awesome.
Well, Silverstone delivered yet another epic Formula One Grand Prix. The changeable weather conditions created some fabulous battles between Hamilton, Russell, Norris and Piastri, and Hamilton came out on top to score his unprecedented 9th Grand Prix victory at the same event. Oh, nightmare, just when you're ready for a beer, get back to the campsite, chill out. The traffic is horrendous. We jumped on a bus, but they're just going nowhere. It's gridlock again. Happens every year, this. So it's about a 20-minute march back to the campsite, past all these people in their posh cars. But hey, hold that beer will taste even better when we get there. These are all the wagons, the tractor units, trailers. These are all, that's energy station, isn't it? Yeah, so these create the hospitality units. There's all your Ferrari ones. Yeah, these create all the hospitality units down in the paddock. So these will all get packed away and they'll be on the road tonight, tomorrow morning. See a fleet of those, what are there? 15 of them. And then you've got all the other wagons that, 2 or 3 other wagons that drag the vehicles, the race cars. And if you didn't think that line of wagons was impressive enough, there's another line here. Let's have a look at these. And these are all Aston Martin. Maybe, I don't know, 2 dozen of them. Absolutely the crazy amount of logistics equipment that they move for the European events. Certainly, obviously the flyaway ones are restricted to what they can take, and a lot of the circuits there will have their own hospitality units that they've got permanently set up in the circuit. Right, and there we go. That's the end of another Grand Prix weekend, British Grand Prix weekend. Decent result, great result in qualifying, great result in the race. So making us way back to the campsite now. We're not going to join the legendary queues to get out of here. We're staying tonight, and tomorrow morning we're heading south tomorrow. We're not going back home. So this is just the start of our trip. So you'll have to stay tuned and see where we're going. For now, it's beer o'clock.